Farrell with you on the 13th of February. Just bringing you my weekly War Factory. Pretty standard layout today, nothing too unusual. Shield gens up here in the corner, core in the middle, a few grapples, RLs, nothing too taxing. Previous weeks I've been going up top left hand corner up here, running all Zooks with bullet or spark and clearing out those gens and then going for the core rush from there, but done that before, so I thought I'd just go a little bit different and have a bit play bombardiers. Got to run 4 LCs of bombardiers, 2 Grens, 2 medics. Could possibly go all bombardiers, but I just like the Grens for mine clearing overshoot. There's a nice little safe spot down the front corner here where you can land them and they're out of range or everything, so I thought I'd drop them there. Obviously got these grapples over here, need to be careful they don't go into range of those and go for a little walk across the base. And got the Doom Cannons over here which give them a hard time. So yeah, dropped all the troops down that corner there. Running Sparky, got her critters. I just like the critters, they sort of give you a good idea of the range of defences because the critters walk in front, things target them, so it sort of allows you to sort of time shocks etc. a little bit easier. Also the critters keep the boom cannons etc. busy, and when you get low on GBE you can hack stuff. Speed up a smidge. But as you can see, I dropped a few critters on the left hand side, keep those Doom Cannons busy so they didn't shoot the troops. Unfortunately, I stuffed that up and lost a heap of troops to those mortars and the Doom Cannons, which left me a little bit low on troop count. So yeah, maybe been better smoking down in front of the mortars and then dropping 2 shocks on the mortars and Doom Cannons and clearing from there. Maybe not. As you can see, I'm starting to lose all the medics as well and just a bit of a mess in general there. Let's speed this up. Those few bombardiers I got left did a pretty good job of clearing the shield gens as it was. So a few little barrages and barks on the side there, clear up some mines. I had a go at clearing those RLs, but yeah, it just wasn't enough time left to do that. So that's the first hit, cleared a fairly large chunk there and took a good 50 defences out, which gives you a fair bit of resources on its own. And then, as you can see, I've got 1 boat of medics here. That's simply because I'm upgrading a landing craft. And then, fairly simple AZ rush is all that's needed here. Shocking the RLs and that shock blaster is all that's really needed. Everything else is pretty much out of range if you place the Zooks between these snipers and the RLs here. Again, I've done that every other week, so I thought I'd just do something a little bit different. Still running all Zooks, cleared that last mine obviously. I was trying to be clever and leave the medics on the boat, so I've still got them loaded. Unfortunately, I stuffed it up and dropped the medics as well. Now, when smoking troops with medics, the medics tend to faff around behind. So what you can do is gap your smoke very slightly or drop a smoke late. That way the troops get injured or lose some health, and then the medics will follow up behind and heal them and keep them close if you do need to smoke medics with other troops. However, in this situation, all I've got is hot pots and boom surprises, so they're just going to absolutely destroy my troops. There was no option to try and gap the smoke there to make that happen. So unfortunately they just sat there faffing around the beach until the smoke cleared and died a quick death shortly afterwards. Now once I've my troops up in little kill zone here, and I thought, well, I actually need 2 shocks here. Those RLs are already partially damaged, so the Zooks will aim and shoot at those first. Zooks will always shoot at the most damage defense first. So I figured at 2 shocks, I could clear those RLs, then flare the shock blaster, and then I've just got left for a free snipe. Drop some critters down the bottom there. Still enough GPE, so I just shot the grapples as well. But those critters can sit down there, so when the shock runs out on those grapples, they can grab them. And I just got bored and just let them just run amok and shoot whatever. Maybe not the best tactic, but anyway, makes things a little bit different. Anyway, that shortly got boring, so bit of a regroup there at Zooks. Flare the core, and yeah, off we go. So there you have it, fairly unconventional, maybe a little bit silly, maybe not the best. Take down a war factory. But yeah, bit of fun. Hopefully that gives you guys some ideas. This is my task force, doing quite well here at the moment. Up to number 35 on the leaderboard. Hopefully we'll push that a little bit higher yet. Anyway, till next week. Catch you later.